creeping. Both lightning shield. Dice a little bit better. You got lightning shield on all 3 units. And you could probably do that on both sides if you just pull it to here, if you did range 1 on the other side. Claws and claws. And Hunter's Hall before tech.
A player's forces are under attack.
Wisp for free. Interesting route. Pulls it, entangles it. Gonna get level 2 eventually. Oh, not off this creep. Or no, off this creep, right? He'll be level 2 here. No? Yeah, he will be. Still got it. Wondering about immolation here, but probably just gonna, especially when he knows about the keeper, go mana burn. There's some mana burn. And that's a free wisp, but he's gonna detonate. Oh, that's it for the mana of the keeper. 1 wisp and you're gone. And I would expect to see probably an expansion out of RazerMoon soon. Did he just build it? And look at the scout from Dise if he just built it. No, apparently not. Nice timing from the scout, though. He sees that the tech is on the way. Oh, doesn't mean there's no expansion on the way as well, though. You can attack an expo. Moon, well, done, but it won't be a dead wisp as well. And keep an eye out. Unless he's gonna hide an AP. Is he gonna hide an AP right here? Keep an eye out for that as well. Nope. Okay, I don't know what the strat is, I'll be honest. Ooh, maybe could turn and fight the demon with 2 huntresses, and that's why Dise turns and runs. Warcraft 3 is not a Western. You can just run away. You don't have to fight to the death. Which is a piece of advice that a lot of Warcraft players need to hear sometimes. Keeper staffs back. That's going to be all the Moonwells. Well, 2/3 of the Moonwells, okay? Which is close to all of it. Nighttime halfway done, though. They'll regenerate some amounts. What is the strat? No Expo. No APs. All Dise has to do is play defensive. And he's chilling. What's the keeper going to do? Maybe Pit Lord second, actually. Maybe RazerMoon's 1 base Bear Mirror with a Pit Lord second. Wouldn't be surprised to see that. Oh, nice lag. Hell yeah. Nice timing as well from Dise. Dude, he really understands these timings quite well. You notice the lores would be coming up now, if at all. RazerMoon goes into the main. How many? Dude, the wisp detonates. Like 1 archer dead, but a huntress and an archer might be traded. Unless there's a reveal, RazerMoon will probably lose nothing here. Demon Hunter canceling lures and TP back. So 1 archer and what, 3 wisps and delay on the lures for just a lot of Moonwells, essentially. I think Dise got maybe 1 wisp and a lore cancel. I'll make that 2 lore cancels. But Entangle could force a TP, and Dise realizes, runs away. So tier 3. And we're going to see a Pit Lord. I'm calling it right now. I'm in RazerMoon's head. He's going to go Pit Lord. There it is. Keeper second. The So now the question becomes, what's better in the late game in Bearmere? Pit Lord or Demon Hunter, if they're evenly leveled? And I would say Pit Lord. No? Lord already has nice items to boot. Your 3 techs pretty even. First Dryad timing pretty even as well. But second lore quicker for RazerMoon, which means the second Dryad will be quicker. Lumber favoring Dise, however, after that harass. Surprisingly, because he was the one that lost more wisps. Level 2, that's Aura. And the Pit Lordio. Gonna look for a belt, actually, would be very sick. Or Bone Chimes from this camp. It was actually Dise that got Bone Chimes here, which is his best item, but you could argue belt is almost as good as Bone Chimes, because you want the Pit Lord to carry it. That's what you want. You want the Pit Lord to love you long time. But he gets them, of the Magi. We'll keep it on the keeper for now. Aura 2? Yeah, Aura 2 on the keeper. Like I said, I am in RazerMoon's head. Oh, Dise, one more hit. Does get a Book of the Dead. Relatively useful if they get in a fight in the middle. Only 2 Dryads, not going to be able to abolish all of that. Especially with there being Entangle as well. Not going to be able to abolish all of the Book of the Dead, so it could be useful, or could also just be sold. Replace it with an orb. Mana Stone. I mean, RazerMoon is getting the mana items, but he doesn't really want them. He wants the damage. He wants maybe a Health Stone on the Pit Lord, Belt over here, Bone Chimes, stuff like that.
Player's forces are under attack.
Not getting what he needs. Still opportunity to get more items, though. He could get maybe... Oh, no, he already crept this.
Town is under siege.
Red camps, then. Claws plus 12. Helm of Valor. Medallion of Courage. Those are the items that could upgrade the Pit Lord a little bit more. 44 versus 46 supply. Going over to the red camp. I think that'd be a wise choice. I think he might be trying to get the shop, because obviously that's one spot he could get a nice item for the Pit Lord, but maybe sell the Mana Stone, get a Circlet, try and creep one of the 2 reds. There's a good chance. I mean, Cloak of Flames is good for the Pit Lord. Like I said, Helm of Valor, Medallion of Courage, Claws plus 12. The only thing I mean, Khadgar's would be good, Endurance Aura would be good. Odo, everything's good, right? What would be bad from the red camp? Nothing. There's no bad items other than Hood of Cunning that would be bad for RazerMoon from the red. Then similar story for Dise, of course, and he gets Hood of Cunning, which is actually good as well because he has a Demon Hunter. But RazerMoon not thinking about going for the red. And now Dise in position to just chase RazerMoon to the bottom left of the map and fight over the red camp. And if he gets both reds, RazerMoon's just double dead. First big fight of the game, 50 versus 50. A little bit chaotic. Huntress is, of course, kind of dead supply here. Archers are still going to be good because there's Dryads on the field. Entangle. Where's the Abolish at? Don't see it. RazerMoon seems to be losing more currently. Dise really yet to lose anything. There's a bear also dying for RazerMoon. Pit Lord just being entangled over and over again. That is a good way to deal with the Pit Lord. And more bears falling. 46 against 44. Bear, will it die? It will. TP should be forced. Oh my god, that was close. 32 against 40. But 8 of that was in production. So what do we end up with at the end? Bear and 2 Dryads versus 3 bears? 4 bears. Actually, they both kind of lost all their dud supply. The Archers, the Huntresses, and the Dryads, if you could call that dud supply. Can't really. But the real prize for Dice having more bears is second red camp.
A town is under siege. Forces
And he knows he's able to get it because he has a wisp scouting. And a third. Which Haze and Breath, both pretty sick, and there's no mana burn. This is going to be like Panda 2.5, and there's a lab still available. Scroll the Beast. Terrible, terrible item for RazerMoon, of course. Panda, as we've already established, every item's good. And Khadgar's excellent. There's still creeps left over here. Crazy how much experience you get if you just solo creep a hero at a red camp in this game. If you can get away with doing that, it is so sick. You get a new hero, and then he's like almost level 3. Insane. $48 versus 50. Obviously, Dice is in pretty good shape here. The double aura, the better heroes, the better army,
forces are under attack.
and better upgrades. Slightly. Plus 1 armor on the way for both, but Dice is going to be up an attack upgrade after that. Oh, there is no lab available, just a little bit of experience. Green will be level 3 though. There's a Zeppelin as well. Oh, not to mention the ability to now, just like when you have Naga second in Night Elf Mirror, you can fork Lightning Wisps. Now with the Panda level 3 that he's about to have, Zeppelin drop, Bear, Base Race, and Breath of Fire level 2 kills every Wisp trying to repair. So that's a play that could be on Dice's mind. Mark of the Claw only now being upgraded. And nearly crept out, just this camp available still. Which isn't really going to get any levels. I mean, you could get Keeper 4 for Dice, I suppose. That's it.
A player's forces are under attack.
Even supply, but I can't help thinking that Dice is going to own the next fight.
A town is under siege.
Ancient Wind. For the Zeppelin? And we're getting into the classic Baromir stalemate, which I actually am quite a big fan of. But still, I just don't know. Even if we stalemate down to no gold remaining, 80 supply armies with 3/3 upgrades, I just still think Dice is going to win because of the heroes. He's got an extra level 3 hero with a greater mana. He's going to have level 2 Entangle soon as well to, again, spam Entangle on the Pit Lord. And not to mention Drunken Haze as well. Baromir is sick as well. As good as Howl of Terror, I would argue. Roll heal, scroll for Dice. No items really for RazerMoon. Doesn't even have a town portal currently. Needs to get to the shop. Get those items, but he's a little worried about the Zeppelin drop. Just an idle threat. And we're chilling. How much mining? 5 minutes in the gold mines. Nature's Blessing, not done. And not done for either player. We researched. Once there's about 500 gold left in the mines. And just upgrades and chilling. And items, of course, like I mentioned. And the question that I've always asked, and why I find Baromir kind of fascinating, in a weird way, is how do you get an advantage here? Obviously, imagine the heroes are not much different, right? Demon Keeper Panda is much different from Keeper Pitlord. which is why I think Dise is favored, even if we stalemate for the next 10-15 minutes. Eventually they have to fight, and eventually I think Dise is just going to win that fight. But imagine it's Demon Keeper for both. How do you gain an advantage? Do you break upkeep? Well, of course, they have Hippogriff scouting, they have Zeppelin scouting. They know when these lures start moving, their opponent's broken upkeep, and therefore they have to break upkeep. And then what do? Do you push into Moonwells and a shop and trees hitting you? No, you can't. Do you expand? No, because then your opponent breaks, and they just push the expansion and win based off that. How do you gain an advantage? You have to some way. That's always the question, and that's what makes this interesting for me. Even though a lot of people call it boring, that's what makes this interesting for me. 3 minutes of mining left. Both players banking on 50, because if you break, your opponent just can counter it. They can just wait a little bit longer and then break with a bit more gold. They can counterattack instead of taking the fight. They can build an AP, 2 APs, and just sit under 50 supply waiting for you to push. And you're getting just less gold the whole time. 4 in gold, that would be a bug. Both players have 5. And we're sitting. We're sitting and we're waiting. Invis pot. Another way just to scout is if he sees the lures moving, he knows. He knows that he maybe has to break or start getting ready to defend. Dise has broken upkeep, and RazerMoon knows about it. He sees the lure moving. But he's not moving yet to build. He's just getting upgrades. It's just going to be 3-2 for Dise, and soon to be 2-2 for RazerMoon. And Dise is breaking upkeep in such a way that by the time his gold mine runs out, he's going to have spent all the gold that he can. And then he's going to have the stronger army to move his tree safely and pressure RazerMoon's tree. So it seems more and more like Dise is be able to win this game. But now RazerMoon breaks a little bit later because he can afford to, because he's scouted that Dise had broken first. And of course it takes time for Dise to move across the map if he wants to. So RazerMoon can get a little bit more gold, but we're still just chilling. Invis pot should have about another 30 seconds. Let's see. Does Invis pot run out at 20:30? Let's see. See how good my intuition is. And I am completely wrong. Oh my god, how sick am I? Wait a second, everybody. Oh my god, I just have the third eye. I just have the third eye for this game. I am just the greatest of all time. Am I not? Oh my god. Come on, give me some credit here. Nice poison damage on the fairy dragons. And this lore, free kill. 76 against 76, 3-3 upgrades, almost for both. We're just shy a single attack upgrade. A free bear, though, for RazerMoon. Okay, what can the Pit Lord do? The Pit Lord can carry. The fairy dragons are alright. They're not bad. And Pit Lord's getting some good damage, but the Panda's going to have so many haze fires. How? It's the same as haze, however. 65 against 72. Dise favored for now, but he's losing some bears, and the fairy dragon's coming into play. Main bases are out of gold, so they have to start walking. Nature's Blessing isn't done for either player yet. Oh, it is done for Dise, so he's going to be mining quicker. The staff out. Pit Lord full HP again, though. And so many bears. Really? RazerMoon winning the fight. 3 bears that are stragglers caught out. 4 bears, maybe? Yeah, 4 bears. Jesus. And level 3 aura now. I didn't think Dise was going to lose this fight, but he's lost it, and he's maybe lost the game now, too. Panda comes back, though. That's the carry that Dise needs. falling, but 61 against 40. And the keeper falls, and RazerMoon's up 1-0 against Dise. And you know what it was? Dise was the one that pushed across the map first. Dise was the one. And then the Pit Lord was able to be staffed out and come back with full HP. There's quicker reinforcements for RazerMoon. And that's why we have stalemates. No one gonna give me credit for calling that in this pot. Come on. Come on! How are you guys not pogging?
A player's forces.
I said 30 seconds. Counted 30 seconds. Invis pot ran out at the 30th second. Just pure intuition. Where's my credit at, guys? I get no props over here. You think just because RazerMoon's about to go 1-0 against Dise, who has like, what, 200 MMR higher than him, that he should get all the props? Where's your love? Where's the love for the caster? Okay, this tree is walking slowly because no nature's blessing. This one will be mining. Actually, he's going to get like 800 more gold. Does this take 60 seconds? This is going to be another 20 seconds. But obviously, 22 supply. Okay, he's trying to hold on. Oh, haze, but no fire. Kills the wisps instead. Level 5 demon. Okay, how good of a player is Dise? Can he somehow find a way to come back here? Does he have a TP? He doesn't have a TP, so he can't really fully commit. Panda's just being clobbered. Zeppelin. Honestly, where was the Zeppa Micro in the fight down here? Non-existent. And by non-existent, I don't mean bad. I mean it wasn't existent. Oh, the cleave on the wisps. Level 5, Pit Lordio. Level 6, Keeper of the Groove. There's my paw. Yes. Yes. Yes, there we go. Yes. Luck, no props. Oh yeah, reset. Pure intuition, that's what it was. He also said Dise will win. And that was until he threw and went across the map for no reason. And actually, wait a second, did RazerMoon throw? Wait a second. RazerMoon threw the game. RazerMoon threw the game. RazerMoon threw the game. Reset? Hello? Reset? Reset. Anyone home? Reset? Anyone home? Reset? Who said that Dise was gonna win? Okay, that was a throw. That, if ever you're gonna say a game was thrown, you will say NA LUL Cup 31 Grand Finals game number 1 on Shallow Grave. If ever. Hell yeah, Jay the Great, my man. If ever you're gonna say a game was thrown. Damn. RazerMoon should be up 1-0 right now. He had killed every wisp. Just needed to attack. We're going in to Hammerfall for map number 2, everybody. Let's just forget that happened. A new game, Mr. RazerMoon. A new game. Here's game 2. Bottom right, RazerMoon. Upper left, Dise. I said Dise always is favored Okay, props. It says reset. Thank you, reset. Thank you. I said Dice is always favorite when it comes to the starting heroes, so he always gets Demon against Keeper, like last game, or Potom against Demon, or Keeper against Potom. So let's see. There's a chance it's just Demon versus Demon, in which case no one is favored, of course, but see if Dice is getting the upper hand for the second game in a row, I will say. Okay, so Keeper again, Demon again. Now, RazerMoon might be thinking something different. Maybe he says, like, oh, Keeper's actually good against Demon Hunter, in which case that's news to me. But maybe there's a world in which actually he wants Keeper against Demon Hunter. But my assumption is that Keeper he's attempting to counter a Priestess both times with the Keeper and failing. But hey, maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? Oh, this isn't Hammerfall, by the way. This is Eversong. Oops.
A player's forces are under attack.
You know, Hammerfall has the same exact expo positions. That's why I said Hammerfall. What's up, Todd? How's it going? Carson, what stream delay set to? 90 seconds, my friend. 90 seconds. Wisp. Please detonate. Oh!
Player's forces are under attack.
Keep it with the claws. You know what? This map looks very similar to Hammerfall, actually. Only the shops need to be, like, here and be labs. And then these need to be, like, a little bit up and be shops. And then expos are the same. Bases are in the same position. There's green camps right here on Hammerfall. There's 2 green camps in the middle on Hammerfall, but they're kind of, like, here-ish. This map looks very... I don't blame myself anymore. This map is very similar to Hammerfall. Just where everything's positioned. Oh! Almost last hit. The Demon Hunter is just gonna chase the Keeper around. If the tree was not tacking, some damage from that tree would be pretty pog. Oh, the mana before the tangle. And again, similar strategy to last from RazerMoon. The Huntresses, later tech, but Tree of Life for Dice. Coming up somewhere right here. Gonna have to kill that gate, though. The moonwalls are dry as heck. Instead of the Keeper second, Dice could also play Panda second instead of Panda third against RazerMoon, but the aura becomes something lacking. I don't play Keeper second as the Demon player in this sort of a situation. Little block. And this is going to be a struggle for... Oh my god, he's repairing it. It's going to be a struggle to heal up this Keeper. Is he... Surprised he's repairing it. It's not like he's up against Huntresses or anything. He's up against Archers and a Demon Hunter. He really thinks he has to repair this. He was only building one more Huntress and he could just eat a tree. Super surprised by this. Dice. Here too. And now he's killing the gate. Demon. Just dust. And splurging at the shop. Gotta find level 2. Not the easiest of camps here. Deceivingly difficult. so tanky. Naga second this time around. Dice. Who wants to play more of a momentum style with the second base? Probably even Mass Dryads, right? And eventually, RazerMoon gets that camp prepped. That camp really just dropped... was it illusions? Holy. People hate items nowadays. Map makers hate items. The devs hate items. Items are being nerfed, and orange camps are dropping illusions, which is good in Bearmere, to be honest, but... This creeps early, but honestly, that's just sort of helping Dice. And yeah, no tier 3 tech from Dice. It is just going to be Mass Dryads for now. RazerMoon also double ancient lore. And is he playing Dryads? Pitlord second. Standard with the Keeper first. Did, I think, buy a circlet on the Pitlord. Fan of that. Big fan of that. So, what heroes are going to be better when it comes to Dryad versus Dryad? All the heroes are kind of bad except the Pitlord for pure Dryad, right? But Dryads also happen to be pretty good against Dryads, so... the counter is in the pudding, or whatever. Tier 3, though, now, for RazerMoon when he pulls the trigger. But in doing so, he's going to have no counter expansion because he doesn't have the resources, and he's going to have no real ability to break this expansion, short of a Sapper. But that Sapper would be scouted by the Ancient of War of Dice. Wouldn't mind seeing Dice still to just get Nature's Blessing when he can afford it, just in case of a play like that. Pitlord has another circlet too, by the way. Stronger Pitlord than last game. Alright, a lot of squishy units here. Both players could lose a ton. One Dryad trade for one Dryad and an Archer. That'd make that 2 Dryads for a Dryad and an Archer. And 2 Archers and a Dryad. And a Pitlord TP swap, though. What was that? 3 Dryads for 3 Archers and a Dryad, I believe. So better trades, of course, for Dice. Not to mention TP. And he gets the Creep Camp.
A player's forces are under
And
attack.
tier 3 around the corner. And we're going to have to see either a push or a counter expo. He's creeping the expansion, so he might be thinking about going up to 2 bases himself, RazerMoon, but running out of time because there's going to be like... I mean, if Dice just decides to break, which he's got 60 supply Moonwell done and 70 supply on the way, if he just wants to break upkeep, he could just win the game. Like, just break right now. TBH. Pitlordio is getting quite stacked. Tinker Factory good against Dryads? Yeah, for sure. Tinker Third would not be a bad option. But the issue is the only player that's tier 3 is RazerMoon, and he would probably prefer just a higher level Pitlord than getting a Tinker that's going to be probably level 1 the whole game.
A player's forces are under attack.
Not to mention the orb as well. It's going to be huge. Just one shot on every Dryad, and before you know it, you need a heal scroll. There we go. He's paying attention to that as well. Different Dryad, that's 3 poison hits. Nice positioning from RazerMoon. Get some hits on the Dryads. Nice staff, though. Only loses one Dryad in that fight. Some HP. 64 though against 46. I mean, one way for RazerMoon to play this is just to play super defensive, down a base, yes, but just play as defensive as he can, creeping what he can, when he can, until he's up to like 70 supply. And even though you're down a base and your opponent's going to have a lot of gold, what's the chance of them really going above 80? Not likely. So it'll be like 80 supply Dryads with a decent bank against like 70-ish supply bears. And bears in fights like that actually do win. And then if you win the fight, tons of XP, you kill the tree. Before you know it, you're in a totally fine position. There's that, or there's the timing, which is what RazerMoon is going for. The heal scrolls? Yeah, double heal scroll for Dise. That is really nice. Howl on literally just the Demon Hunter, which is abolished right away. But the cleave. It's pretty good. First heal scroll gone. Second heal scroll might be used soon. There's a few Dryads getting low. 50 against 63. Not a bad fight for RazerMoon. Greater heal used. The bears being focused, however. Oh, nice micro from those bears. Will be focused down. He's attacking the wrong bear. Okay, there we go. Pushing vulnerability. Pit Lordio. Staffed out. Not staffed. And that's going to be 2-0 probably. 41 against 64. And tier 3 on the way for Dise. I get a couple more bears, most likely. Heal scroll used. And both Dryads will fall off. One of them. Whoa, one more hit. That's stacked out as well. And TP now. Forced, and I mean, look at the supply. Need I say more? Not to mention, bears will soon, if he wants it, be on the way for Dise, but he might just get an orb, get Wellspring, plus 3 attack. Building Dryads. Even 2 orbs, who's stopping him? Maybe even a Potom third? 3 orbs, who's stopping him? Not RazerMoon. Not in this game. In fact, I would love to see triple shop and Potom third. Now that would cost him about 1,600 gold. Quick maths. But he'll have that pretty soon. No, he's just gonna go for bears. He's not taking the fun approach, Dise. Come on. Oh, no, he is. He's getting a Chimera's. Never mind. 2 of them. That's another option. He's got double heal scroll again, too. And I would argue it's only a matter of time. Ooh, decent. If ever you were gonna win a fight, it's gonna be like this. A lot of damage taken on the Dryads. This Blood Fiend just owning. Oh my god, positioning. But there's double heal scroll, so one gonna be used and remedies all the damage. Still really nice positioning for RazerMoon, however. Ooh, look at the Pit Lordio. Look at him go. Oh my god. 3 Chimera's on the way behind this. Can you imagine if Dise now lost and they've just both thrown games horribly? Holy hell. Hitlord's level 4 pretty soon. There he is. 61 against 44. Please don't lose your Pit Lord. Okay, thank you. And they both lost everything? There's TP. 58 against 44. Pitlord's back. Okay, I guess RazerMoon still has a fighting chance. Because Dise can't really afford chims, honestly. Oh, he's going to have lumber soon. Never mind. He will be able to afford chims. And Pitlord pretty bad against chims. Sorry, I had to type something in chat. And, okay, Dise is still in pretty good shape fighting-wise. I mean, RazerMoon had some good fights, which I'm impressed by, but will it really matter when the boys arrive? Maybe. I mean, damn, he's not doing too bad at all. Main bases, 4 minutes left. Corrosive breath. Is he gonna go for the uber lame base kill? Chims. I've lost to that many a time. All of a sudden, they just have 8 chims. The RazerMoon's doing absolutely everything he can. Creeping up, he's getting a stronger Pit Lordio. He's going to be level 5 in a couple of creep camps. This one plus 1 more. But that plus 1 more is going to have to be this one. He wants to creep any more. But Pit Lord is not the counter to chims, unfortunately. Dryads are. Like, say, for instance, RazerMoon just started, for some reason, only building Dryads right now and got 70 supply Dryads. Dise would lose the game. He would just lose. Chims are not good against Dryads. This will be level 5 Pit Lordio. Double orb as well. 78 against 50. But 15 of that, or make that 25? No, 20 of that is in chims. So it's actually, this is just a 58 supply army. And 58 against 50. RazerMoon's going to be favored. He's got a level 5 Pit Lord now. And what did he get here? What the hell did he get? Oh, bongos. Second orb has to be swapped. Staff for orb. Has he scouted the chims yet? If he breaks with Dryads, he's scouted the chims. But if he doesn't, he has not. Sells the battle drums. I mean, I guess he's below upkeep. He's down a base. It's not the worst choice. I'll be honest, it's not the worst choice. A lot of gold to be gained from that when you're not upkeep. In upkeep.
Players' forces are under attack.
Okay, the Wisp, I believe that was, scouted the 4 chims, and now he breaks with Dryads. Honestly, if he gets like 4 to 6 more Dryads out before he fights, RazerMoon could win the fight. But I'll be honest with you, Dise might just right-click the Keeper and the Pit Lord with everything. Might just right-click heroes with his entire army. Don't fight. Wait for your Dryads, RazerMoon. Wait. Okay, he's gonna wait. M's. Going Moonwells. Hey, kill. Moonwell's very fast. RazerMoon's not reacting? Bruv. Okay. What? He could win this fight. He could win this fight if he defended. He wants to kill the tree, but he could win this fight. You can't win the base trade. Okay. He's got a TP. Can he keep his Tree of Eternity alive? Yes. Just barely. Is the tree dead? Barely not. Oh my god, the tree's dead. Oh. RazerMoon could have just won the fight. Can he not, like, reach the chims? Is that the issue? If they just sit here, he can't actually reach them? That's pretty toxic if that's true. Maybe that was the reason why he just counterattacked, because he's like, he's just gonna sit over tree lines and attack like my gold mine. There's nothing I can do about it, so I have to counterattack.
A town is under siege.
Maybe. Still, I do think there were better options than what just happened. RazerMoon is just gonna lose every building to the chims. Yeah, there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. Unfortunate series of events. There's no gold left in the main, so both players aren't mining anymore. RazerMoon building a tree up here. Alright, let's say there's about a 1 to 3% chance that RazerMoon can win. And that's if Dise takes a fight and absolutely forgets to micro. Let's see. So he's got to do two things. He's got to take the fight, which he's done. Now he has to forget how to micro. Let's see. A lot of bears falling. Of course, the chim's not good against the Dryads, as we already mentioned. One went down. One heal scroll used. The second one available. RazerMoon's Pit Lord is doing a lot, but is it doing enough? Like I said, yeah, he could just focus the Pit Lord. Oh, no staff. And both heroes dead. Team Hunter level 6, right as he was about to die, and GG well played is called, and 2-0 for Dise. Again, a nice try. RazerMoon pretty much won game 1. Was very close to winning game 1. And then game 2 was very behind and almost found a way back in. So not too bad. If he had won that first game, I'd say RazerMoon has some serious shots in the series, but now it's 2-0. Now Dise just has to win one of 3 maps. Win the tournament. Map 3 is going to be Echo Isles. Coming in. And here we go, everybody. Could be the final game of the day. We'll see. RazerMoon can clutch out a game for us. Here we go. Game 3. Upper left, Dise, upper right. RazerMoon, Ancient Wars at the Merc Camp. Would expect Demon Hunter from both this time around. I would be surprised if RazerMoon went Keeper 3 out of 3 games. Dise, I don't think is going to switch off the Demon. Unless, how crazy would it be if it went Potom now, knowing that RazerMoon is not going to go Keeper 3 times. Like I said, Dise always seems to get the upper hand when it comes to heroes. See if he can do it 3 games in a row. Dise, Demon, and Demon. Okay, kind of as expected. This map is so good for Demon Hunter. Yeah, truly, RazerMoon losing game 1 was Reset's fault. Reset, Observer first the game. So we'll see if it's immolation. Wouldn't be the worst call to immolation creep. You can get level 3, like in, what,
A player's forces
40
are under
seconds
attack.
if you immolation creep once your hero comes out. So we will see. And there's the immolation. Talisman for RazerMoon could incentivize him to go immolation even more, but he doesn't go for it. So he's going to be a little bit slower. Yeah, a little bit slower. Dise is already on the second camp. And then he can just go right to the Murlocs if he so desires. And there's the original Broodlord. Yeah, that's true, actually. Very cool. Immediate expansion, as it seems, for RazerMoon. For Dise, could be the same. Is there a Wisp coming down? There's a Wisp here. Yeah. Gonna be Expo. Very reminiscent of old Terranus Stand Night Elf Mirrors. Used to be very common. And then on Terranus Stand, obviously, you could build your Hunter's Hall and then put your Ancient Ward down and fully block off the expansion. It was very imbalanced. But it was Night Elf Mirror, so no one complained about it. Similar to on Amazonia, if you guys remember, you could build your Tree of Life where the green camp was, and build your Hunter's Hall in front of it, and then plant your Ancient War after you creep your lab, and uncancelable Tree of Life. That for some reason every Night Elf player didn't do every game. I'm not sure why, but regardless, boots of speed for both. But the better items for Dise, so RazerMoon has to run away, and not to mention RazerMoon's not level 3 yet. And will that cost him a Tree of Life? We'll see. Actually, it might. Yeah, this Tree of Life is canceled. Unless Staff of Teleportation. Oh, it's gonna be really close. You'll have to TP for it. Oh. Won't have to TP. Mana burn. Yeah, it's not gonna kill. Wisp block. TP. There we go. Worth for Dise, though, I would argue.
A town is under siege.
Yes. And Dise just goes right back to creeping himself. And now we'll probably fight for the 12 o'clock, I'd have to guess. But maybe, yeah, Dise a little bit afraid for his expansion, so going to play it slightly defensive. Can maybe creep this camp. And then probably fight for the 12 o'clock. And nothing but a gold mine cancel could be found rather by RazerMoon. Evade is done for pretty much both players. Hunter's Hall, seriously forgotten by Dise, though. He wanted to go lores, but just look how late this is. And for RazerMoon, he, as I said at the start of the series, tends to like to play Talons, so he's not going for a Hunter's Hall. This Expo's canceled. Again. And yeah, there's the Talons. Goldmine canceled, but you can only do this for so long. I can't believe this is so late. Double Berserker. Oh, Dise is losing his Naga, but the Tree of Life was canceled on the other end. Still no lores.
Forces are under attack.
And Goldmine could be canceled again by RazerMoon if he wants to go there. Tier 3 single Ancient Wind.
Town is under siege.
Attacking the Ancient. Okay, now he'll do the Goldmine. RazerMoon with his own Naga. Decent pressure, but again, he's going to be down a base, whether he likes it or not eventually. Oh, actually? Full mine repaired. Naga running, does not want to live, is just dead again because of that run back. I think she was able to get away. Oh, potion? No, just dead. Oopsie doopsie.
Players' forces are under attack.
A messy game from Dise, but again, he's going to be up a base. Naga denied. Mud Golem found that kill for Dise. Did the Mud Golem live? No, it did die in the end. And the lures, the first lure is up and hasn't even built a single unit yet. This is a messy game. Both players have just sort of lost everything. Expansion? No, that's not an exp. So, RazerMoon is trying to do it on one base. It's going to do a timing with Talons, which... I mean, it could work, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Now, do we have an orb? No orb purchase. There's just no gold for it. They've just both been losing everything. Mercs, Wisps, Heroes. One Dryad. Make that 2 Dryads against 2 Talons. Mana burn. Dice got it. Or did he? Doesn't say. Nice. Is that on the other end?
Players' forces are under attack.
Improve bows. There's no archers. Interesting. Master training almost done, but there's 2 Talons. I think all Dice has to do is just keep building Dryads. He's probably got this one in the bag. Real life now coming up. And now archers are coming out as well. Archers, of course, to counter the Dryads, and the Dryads counter the Talons. But he's going to need more than just a couple archers. He's going to need a handful. What is a handful of archers? I don't know. 6? 7? Demon Hunter, you got to get the hell out of here. Oh, what are you doing? Okay, stacked out. The Moonwells are dry as hell. He's gonna need to buy a priest. There he is. To heal up the Demon Hunter.
A town is under siege.
Expansion on its way. And this is just a game-winning push. I don't know if RazerMoon's even going to get this expansion up. He tried, but really sometimes a game can just come down to my expansion got canceled. That happens in every matchup. It's true. In the majority of matchups nowadays, your expansion gets canceled at 90%. I guess you just lose. That's how it goes sometimes, and that's looking to be the story of this match. First Cyclone immediately abolished, but Demon Hunter's out of the fight with no way to heal. The Moonwells, how do you heal? Potions is it. Demon Hunter back with half HP. But that was from a potion, and the other one's on cooldown. Staff is off cooldown. It's not, and GG is called 3-0 for Dise. A nice try to RazerMoon, who had opportunities in at least the first 2 games. Certainly in the first. But Dise wins in the end.